Matt, it's the first game of the season this weekend against one of the bookies' favourites in Bradford City. I guess you and the whole team are just really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, you get to a certain point in the preparation week where all your main bit of work is out of the way and you just want the game to come round as soon as possible. Very light session tomorrow, fine-tuning bits and pieces in relation to our preparation for the start of the game and what it would feel like on Saturday, but we can't recreate that aspect of it. The atmosphere, the intensity, the expectation, the pressure, the feeling of a stadium with people in it and a full-blooded League Two encounter.
I know you were disappointed with the last week or so of pre-season and the injuries that were picked up. How is the squad looking ahead of this one?
Look, we can't make excuses or hide away from the fact that our preparation has been excellent up until the middle of last week. We don't think Alex will be available. We're definitely sure that Archie won't be available. We hope MJ's come through the work today alongside Pierce Sweeney, and then it's a case of the other players which we spoke about previously, maybe getting some game time on Tuesday following on from Saturday in Tim Dieng and Jonathan Grounds. So we're not in a bad position. It's just when you do most of your preparation with a certain spine of the team and then to lose a couple of those bodies, that's a bit of a blow, but we put it to one side and we get on with it.
And how far are we away from seeing the likes of Josh Coley and I know another frustrating one for Sam Stubbs as well? Yeah,
look, we're probably a fair distance away in relation to Sam. We still can't get rid of the fluid in his knee or the reoccurrence of the fluid in his knee. So that's a worrying time for himself and the club. So we're looking at different avenues in relation to his rehab programme and his treatment. But we certainly don't expect him to see him in the near future. Josh Coley will be out on the pitches in the next 10 days or so. So as soon as he can get out on the grass, we can get him involved with the first team training. So he's only really weeks away.
On to Bradford City. Derek Adams, we've seen the success he had with Morecambe last season and he's made some really great recruitment in the summer as well with Bradford.
Yeah, look, a really strong team at our level, some excellent players for this level of football. A lot of players with know-how, a lot of players with experience, a physical team, but a good footballing team as well. And obviously the work Derek's done in the past in terms of getting Plymouth and Morecambe promoted out of this league will bode well for their future this season in relation to Bradford. And we hope they do have a good season, just not this weekend. It's a fantastic club and a huge club as well, and one which probably belongs to being a higher level than League Two. And we wish them the best of luck, but obviously not this weekend.
And I know they've sold well their away allocation. There's going to be about 1,000 Bradford supporters. It's going to make for a really good atmosphere here. Yeah,
definitely. Noise, people, an away end with away supporters in it. How long ago has it been since we spoke about that? And I know our fans always respond well to away fans. And great to see a team who are a long way away, location-wise, travelling well in numbers. Bradford, as we just mentioned, such a big club. They are always well-travelled supporters and come in numbers and will be in full voice as well. So hopefully our fans can respond accordingly and keep getting behind the team, and it will feel like I mentioned earlier, it will feel like a proper game of football.
Obviously we lost Joel Randall in the week to Peterborough, a substantial transfer fee and a great move for him. Are you looking to do some business in the next week or so, or even before the window to replace him?
Yeah, look, we're still looking to do business, not to directly replace Joel, but we're still looking to do business. We feel the squad's in need of strengthening in certain areas, and that might have been highlighted on the injuries we picked up in the last week or so. But we've got to be also patient with that. Any players we bring to this football club can't be on a short-term basis, and that includes loans as well. So we've got to look at the bigger picture, and when the right players become available, then we're in a good position to move them. We might know more in the next couple of weeks. A lot of team sheets will show players on the bench or out of squads in the first couple of games in relation to the season, and a lot of disgruntled players off the back of it as well. So we've got to be in the right position when that happens, and obviously we can't overstock our group as it stands.
What do you expect from your squad this season? Not so much in terms of league position and aspirations, but in terms of performance levels.
Well, you want to carry on from certain aspects of last season, where we played some fantastic attacking football. You want to improve certain areas where we were slightly weak at certain moments. Certainly physically we struggled, and the set piece game needed to improve off the back of that. But we want to score goals, we want to entertain. We've always got a young group of players here, full of academy products and good players who've come through the academy, and they play a certain style of football. Hopefully we can keep implementing that style of football throughout the season as much as we possibly can, and bring back some good results and get a good goal return in relation to that. So we're looking for a strong start, not just on Saturday but over the next couple of weeks, and we play some of the top teams early on in the season, so we'll get a real marker in terms of where we are.
Obviously, for some supporters that weren't here in December for the 3 games we had, it's going to be 522 days since they were last here. Do you have a message for those supporters who are going to be making their first trip back?
I mean, it's such a long time. For those who didn't witness live sport last season, and even the ones who did will testify it was totally different. So they've been away for a long period of time, but they'll be welcome back. But they've got to be comfortable coming back into this environment and our match day environment. So no one quite knows what it will feel like, how people will react. So I'd say just err on the side of caution with everyone's behaviour and responsibility. Certainly for the first few weeks of the season, whilst we just get an understanding of what it feels like and the reactions off the back of that. And no one's perfect. Certainly we're not perfect in relation to the club. So people might just have to be patient to start with, but then get behind the team and the club, be in full voice, and be ready for what will hopefully be full capacities pretty soon.